Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for joining the session. Uh, we are gonna start in about less than 1 minute. So please keep it posted, and we are gonna start briefly. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. So we are gonna start right now. So thank you everyone for joining the session. On today's session, we would like to show you more about the Cove Data Protection tool by N-able. Basically, we would like to explore more about how this backup solution will help you grow your business by using cutting up technology in that solution. So right now we have an agenda. I'm Joseph Roman, the product manager for cloud solutions in the Caribbean region, and along with me is Harley Vanoy. He's the technical pre-sales for Enable as well. So we are going to be presenting today in today's session. So we have an agenda. Well, first of all, giving you the welcome, the time for participating on this session. Uh, Definitely, we think this will be valuable for you. So therefore, we're gonna go and show you more about the Cove Data Protection Plan, uh, about the licensing terms. Also, we're gonna go more in depth about the capacities supported. Therefore, Harley has a demo prepared for us. So definitely, we're gonna show you the tool in action, and that will give you more confidence. And at the end, we are gonna have a small part to just refresh a little bit more about our team, what we do, and how can you reach to us. And at the end, also we are gonna have a small section for questions and answers, and definitely you can throw your questions in the chat. We are gonna be pending during the session, so please keep posted on the session. All right. So we're gonna move forward to the next slide. Harley, could you please help me on that one? All right. So on today, we would like to show you more about the Cove Data Protection solution by Enable. This solution is a cloud-based data protection tool that acts as a backup as a service. And the intention by Enable is to offer you a smaller incremental backup because of that technology. It can give you more smaller data packages in the incremental, and that will give you more chances to restore several points. Therefore, it will offer you less time by administrating the solution. It is approximately 10 times by according to the announcement in the website. You can get more information. We can share that to you after this session as well. And it's also fast and flexible about the disaster recovery. And on the right side, you might see a small, quick screenshot about the tool, just to give you an understanding about how we handle this in a single platform, so you can manage all your customers within that portal. All right, we can move forward to the next slide, Harley. All right, so this is a cloud-based solution. Basically, it is hosted in the cloud in the Enable Cloud. They have several data centers around the world, and it will offer you safer backups because they have an independent data center from their networking environment. They also have the, or they were going to take care of the hardware, the maintenance and the updates and the patching about those servers. So you don't have to worry about that. And right below, you can see that there's around 13,000 MSPs using Cove today, up to today. So that gives us an idea of the solution and how it works. Therefore, you can secure more with your Microsoft 365 accounts. Uh, Cove Data Protection offer you a backup protection for Microsoft 365 users, including Teams, OneDrive, and SharePoint, and Exchange as well. So those will be included in the solution up to 1 terabyte. That we're gonna talk about that in a few moments as well. Uh, yeah, please go ahead, Harley. All right. Some numbers right below, around 2 million users protected by the solution. Therefore, in this, every time that you would like to include a Cove solution for any type of your workloads, this will include the backup, the storage backup in the license, so you don't have to uh, worry. We're gonna uh, basically price you based on capacity tiers, and we can discuss more about in a few more moments. All right. So we're gonna show the next slide, Harley. hmm Okay. What about the licensing model of cloud of this Cove data protection solution? You can find that you can license workstations, physical servers, virtual machines, also Microsoft 365 accounts, and Cove data and Cove documents. But we're going to talk about those Cove documents in a moment. Uh, Basically, right here, I would like to show you the capacities that you will get for every license that you cover with any of those workloads. And the Cove documents basically is a service by Cove that allow you to back up documents individually. This is something that is available in the portfolio as well. But perhaps it'll be more interesting in the next slide. Uh, Basically, I would like to show you how these capacities will be, how you will find the beneficial from a Cove data protection plan that I'm going to show you in the next slide versus this capacity. So we can move forward to the next one, Harley. And after that, I can, give you guys more information. All right. So the past capacities were the capacities when you are a regular customer, but if you decided to go for the Cove data protection plan, which is a monthly fee, basically you will get more capacity per every license that you are going to cover. So more capacity and also a lower price per every workload that you would like to cover. There's in a section, Microsoft 365 accounts are not covered in the data protection plan. Basically, you will always have 1 terabyte, and any capacity that you will need to include above those 2 terabytes, for example, in a physical server, there's an additional data overage that will need to be included, and it is measured per gigabytes. So we can give you more information about that. You can, uh, you know, contact us. We're gonna send you at the end of this presentation a copy of the webinar and definitely the presentation as well. So if you have a scenario that you would like to check with us, definitely we can give you some pricing and show you more in depth that solution. What else? Well, there's also a feature that is included in the Cove data protection plan, and that is that it is not only offer you more capacity and lower cost, but it also includes a Cove documents for up to 1,000 documents covered with the plan. So this is already included once you have this plan on your quota. All right. We perhaps we can go to the next slide, Harley. All right. Well, in this section, I just would like to show you that Enable not only offers Cove data protection, a backup solution for your customers. It is also known for being the best remote monitoring management solution. We have the Insight and the N Central. Some of you must know the tool, some others don't. If you have questions about these solutions, you can also reach out to us, and definitely we can give you more information about each and every one of those. Okay, so real quick, we also have Mail Assure, uh, a solution to protect your customer email from anti-malware and spyware and ransomware as well. So definitely we can check on that one. It is measured per mail, so you can get an idea. We also have the Take Control Plus, uh, which offer you uh, more advantage uh, remote control capabilities than just a regular take control included in the Insight. Uh, you can get this one as an additional service. There's also the cybersecurity part for the EDR and the antivirus. Enable uses Sentinel-1 technology for their EDR portfolio solutions, and it is measured by workstations or even servers. And for the antivirus, they use the Bitdefender technology as well, so we can discuss that as well in other sessions. And finally, we also have the MSP Manager in the Pass portal. MSP Manager will offer you a platform for your customers in order to create tickets for your technical team. This will allow you to get a better understanding of those incidents that might happen, and act in a proactive way in those cases. And finally, Pass portal platform that will offer you a single platform for all your passwords, and this will help you secure better your credentials for all your customers as well. All right, so I would like to move forward to the next slide and give pass to Harley, because I know that he would like to go and talk more about the Cove Data Protect solutions that we have. So Harley, all yours.
Okay, thank you, Joseph, for your introduction on all the data about the N-able environment and all the solutions. Um, yeah, we're going to introduce you Cove Data Protection. As Joseph mentioned before, we have cloud first based solution and protection for servers and workstations, and of course, Microsoft 365 data. Um, Many of us remember the old days when on-prem based backup, and you had to to put all your data in tape backups. Um, they wasn't expensive, but the time and effort required was less than ideal. It was just the way the things are, and the only and they were the only alternative available. And over the time, the all enterprise backup products added more and more features, becoming a lot of complexity to the environment and the solutions. And with the increase of course, and the use of VMware and Hyper-V based backup at the hypervisor level, all became more and more complex. With this time of backup, the storage cost began to go up. The generation of backup was still built for an on-prem world. The best known example for this category is Beam, the first one I am highlighting in this side, left side. And I'm sorry, I missed it up. Okay, and the next step in the timeline, it is when the backup appliances came up. The initial appeal of this approach was simplicity. You just buy an appliance, plug and play. But I think while some of the complexity went away, the cost went up the way up due to proprietary hardware requirements, plus the added cost of cloud backup storage. Data is the second stage and a prime example of this category. And today, we have a better way that decreases complexity and cost with Cove Data Backup and appliance-free backup solution direct to cloud to our own cloud. And in this slide, I'm showing you a comparative restore session for a 1 gig file with our solution with Cove. We spent less than a minute in restore that file, and with the other solution that you may recognize by the console, we had more than a 3-minute job. So it is our outstanding time for our solution in terms of restore. With Cove Data Protection, you have the full package. We are a hosted SaaS management plane. We have 3 main stages. With the first one is backup of servers, workstations, and Microsoft 365 data, like I mentioned before. And then we have the disaster recovery features. We have a standby server, the virtual recovery server, bare metal recovery, and file and folder restores level. And with the standby server, we have we are able to have a standby server image in our preferred hypervisor, like Hyper-V or Azure. That image is updated with the latest backup of our protected machine, and when our main system falls down, we can start the standby server to recover all the services hosted by that server. And then in terms of archiving, we have long-term backup retention with no extra charge for you. On the storage cloud, the cloud storage is included with more than 30 data centers worldwide. So it's a very, very nice feature. Talking about the backup archiving, we are seeing Cove Data Protection compared with other solutions. In terms of money, we can see through the years how the storage we have used for our systems increases, but the money is not a problem with Cove. This is a comparative between a classic solution and Cove Data Protection. As you can see, we have a lot of benefits in terms of money. And this is a note. There is a note for Microsoft 365. The data is retained for 7 years. It is not unlimited uh, uh, like servers and workstations. And the backup frequency, as you can see in this table, this report from the console, the incremental backup may take from seconds to minutes with every session, backup session. You can do backups more often with no additional cost. You have no need to add a local storage. You have not the need um, to restrict your recovery points. You can do a lot more of um, recovery points, and you can meet the recovery point objectives from your clients. And in this slide, we have a comparative between Cove and other solutions, a classic solution with classic image level. As you can see in this example, you have 500 gigs backup, but the incremental change rate from the classic level is 6%, and with Cove data backup, you have only less than a 1%, sorry. And the incremental gigs are 30 gigabit in the classic image level, and with Cove we have less than a gig for incremental, and that is a high impact in storage. As you can see, how at the end you have more than a 2,150 gigs in a classic image level, and with Cove you only have 380 gigs used in the storage. How we do it? We are using an algorithm that is called True Delta. I'm going to explain you the True Delta in the next slides. And talking about the staff time that is needed to manage the solution, we have more than one advanced, maybe a junior technician for managing the solution, and there is a comment for a customer for a partner showing that they have more than 40% utilization open of their technicians. And of course, we have the data protection for Microsoft 365. It backups and recoveries from the same unified dashboard as servers and workstations. We can protect critical data stored in the Microsoft 365 applications like Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, and Teams. It does automatical backups of Exchange, or maybe you can back up mailboxes, contacts, and calendars up to 6 times a day. You can do backups of your Teams channels and members, also the settings and message, also up to 6 times a day. You can protect SharePoint sites and permissions, including custom and sublibraries as well, and in your OneDrive data and permissions up to 4 times a day. Right here, I am going to show you the product console. Cove Data Protection console. As you can see, we have a left column with all the features you can set in the solution, some filters about the different products or devices that we are protecting with the solution. We have some reports about the used storage and the selected storage from the different devices, and you can change the view to do more flexible. In the lower side that we are that I am highlighting, we have some devices, and you have the Office 365 tenant protected as well. Select one device, you are going to see some tabs about the history of the backups, the statistics about the process, the whole process and the protection about this very device. Also, an error tab with easy access to the technician, and you can change some settings about the device too. And in order to launch a new backup, you have to click this in this launch backup client button, and you can launch an internal info page for the client. Just you just click in this button, launch backup client, and it connects to the endpoint to show the recovery and backup console for this system. As you can see, you can watch your backups. You can do a backup or a manual backup. You can do a restore. Also, you can include more items in the backup, as we are seeing in the lower side. You are able to add more sources of backup. It can detect the client itself can detect the available sources for the system, and you can do restores. You just select. It's very easy, I think. You just select the day that you have to take the recovery point. Then you select the file or the folder that you have to restore, and then you just in the lower side, you just select the restore location if you want to restore to the file to the original location or to a new location, and then you select the file system and the folder where you want to restore the file, and then I'm going to select this one, and then select restore. Yeah, and that's it. That's how you restore a file. That's a very easy process. Also, in preferences, you can do settings like reports, like maybe bandwidth throttling. You can do performance settings about the limitation of the bandwidth with a schedule. You can do this feature is very important, the archiving feature. You can do archive to restore points for this. For example, I am doing archiving to the backup points for each 3 months, And you can do days of month, or you can do in week days, and the selection of this archiving. You can set some filters about what are you doing backup. Also, you can set some changes to the temporary files in order to improve your system performance. Also, there is a solution called local speed vault. I'm going to show you how it is managed. You have to set it up in the policies and in the features of the product. You enable the local speed vault. Uh, this feature allows you to have a synchronized copy of the cloud backups of your device with a local device. Maybe an USB drive, another partition, maybe a network share. But in terms of performance, you have uh, your RTOs improved with the restore times. And of course, you can set the local speed vault in this section. You can point the local speed vault folder. You can set to a local unit, a local partition, or you can set it up to a network folder. And as you can see, we have this message that shows that the local speed vault is synchronized with the cloud. Um, uh, how can we set all the backup features in the main console? There is a profile section where you can set uh, first the source of backup that you are going to apply to that product. For instance, this one has 1 hour RPO, so it is making backups of every single source, like folders and files and folders, all this, the whole system. For bare metal recovery, we have to do system state backups. Also, we can do backups for network shares. The way that you turn on or turn off the backup source is to select no backup or keep local settings and set the RPO that you want to apply um, to this product. And you can do backups of Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, databases as well. You can do backups of Exchange Server in terms of on-prem solutions, and you can do also SharePoint servers. In this very console, we have not shown the um, the Oracle database, but it is available to backup. And also, of course, the VMware and Hyper-V systems are included in this application level backup. Um, about the retention in this section, in the product section, you can set the retention per data source that you want to apply. And you can do some settings about the backup manager. You can do branding about the console, as we saw in the other tab. This one, I have the branding applied in the client console. And you can do settings for the performance from this console too, and you can change some settings about the security of the solution. How can we add a system to the protection? It's very quick, it's very easy. You just create your client or your site be inside your client, and you just browse your desired target site or organization. You just click in add device, then you select if you want to do an additional backup of Microsoft 365. You want to protect a tenant from Microsoft 365, or you want to protect a new server or workstation. Then you select the operating system, and of course you can apply. You can put your system in the desired client or site, and then you select the profile, the RPO that we have made changes before, and of course if you can change that in later. And then you select the operating system, the desired operating system. We are going to select the Windows operating system, and in this section you can download the installer, and yeah, that's it. You have to download it, and then click and finish. Um, in the system, I am going to start a small virtual machine that I have prepared for this. You just have to copy the installer and then double click the installer. I'm going to close this machine. It is starting. Okay. I have to mention that our data, all the data that is taken from backups and in transit and stored in the cloud, are protected with an IES 256 algorithm. So it is encrypted in all the stages of the backup. Yeah, this is starting. Okay, this is a server. You just have to copy the installer, maybe to a temporary folder. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. And you just double click the installer, and that's it. That's starting the whole process. And let's wait just a little. Okay. Well, the installation starts. This is the continuity section, the disaster recovery section. Like I mentioned before, we have one-time restore feature. You have to set the recovery location first. For instance, Microsoft Azure or Hyper-V or VMware location. With this one-time restore, you can do a restore from physical to virtual or virtual to the desired hypervisor. The standby image is the feature that allows you to set up a failover to Microsoft or Hyper-V, like I mentioned, with an updated version of the protected machine for disaster recovery solutions. And also you can do recovery testing bi-weekly or monthly as you may want. In this feature, you can you can see how the restore works, if it is working well, if the backup is going well. And you have a screenshot of the test, and also you can have a log of the services that are starting in the restored um, machine, like maybe a sandbox testing, and it is uh, managed automatically. So it is a nice feature. And in this section, you can add the recovery locations that I mentioned before, like maybe on an Azure environment, and VMware hypervisor or a Hyper-V. Let's get back to the server since I didn't start it. Okay, I just want to do a restore for a file and just to finish the demo. Look in this section. Okay, we have the server already in the console. It is showing that the server hasn't completed the first backup yet, of course, but it was that easy. Just double click and no windows uh, pop out, and we can start our first backup. Uh, that the easiest way to protect a system, I think. And in this other virtual machine, I am going to do a restore, maybe. Uh, okay, sorry. So you just this is the client view. Okay. So you just click Backup Manager. It opens in in the default browser. It is a browser-based interface. Mm, then the security service is starting up. And okay. Okay, that's it. And then in the restore tab, you select your restore point, your desired restore point. You can do then you can select the the file that you want to restore. Maybe this one 2GX file. Then if you want to restore that in the original location, or you can select a new location. I'm going to select this one in the file system, and you just click restore, and that's it. That's very quick, I think. And we are, while we are talking, you can see how the fast it is for restores, and that's it. Almost 2 gigs in a few seconds. And that's how the restores work for every single server and workstation. And talking about the Microsoft 365, also you can see the dashboard. You can You can see Exchange and OneDrive, SharePoint and Teams tabs with the selected unprotected users, or maybe the SharePoint sites or Teams uh, selected are unprotected. You can also have in this is very important for me, um, for you too, is how it shows how how much accounts are billable. It counts, for example, the exchange are 16 users, but the shared mailboxes are free, as we are seeing in this lower side. Um, and how can you do restores and backups? You just select and click in these upper right buttons. You select the backup from manual backups or from every application, protected application from Microsoft 365. You can do restores for every applications. You for security reasons um, you have to log into the decided tenant or the protected tenant. Yeah, and then select. You can you can do restore even from deleted mailboxes that you may want to have up to 7 years in the retentions, and you select, for example, this one that is deleted. Then you select the backup session for that deleted mailbox. Then you select maybe just I just want to restore the calendars for this very for this one, this very user. Then click next, and then you, because it is a deleted account, you have to select the destination, the target account, maybe this one. Then you can select an auto-generated folder for that restore, or a new that you can use. You can introduce that calendar in this calendar, in these user calendars, um, and then click and restore. That's it. This is the, I think it's very easy way to restore. And then you click in the job queue just to see how the process it is going. It is as fast as we can see nothing because it is very quick. And then in the history, we can see the updated backups. So the updated process, like backup and restore for every single application. Like I mentioned in the slides, we can have a exchange and Teams backups up to 6 times a day. And with OneDrive and SharePoint, you can have up to 4 restore points a day. So that is very, very important. And that's it. That's Joseph. That's what I wanted to show in the demo.
Right. Thank you, Harley. Thank you
You
for
can
that.
go. You can go on, please.
All right. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Just checking, guys. All right. So thank you, Harley.
No, no
Thank you
problem.
for that demo. Alrighty. All right. So well, finally, guys, we also want to show you that in LOL, we also have a team who can support you as well. Talking about support tickets, reporting concerns, or any invoice inquired as well. You can contact this thing or contact our Harley or myself, and certainly we can discuss with the team so they can help you out on those concerns. Uh, you can go next, Harley.
Okay.
Hmm. All right, and we can see the email right below. Okay, and of course we also invite you to test the solution. There's a trial that you can get. If you have your camera, please feel free to scan the code in the screen. That will take you straight to the trial demo. You just need to complete your contact information, and certainly you will get an email notification with the trial as well. And of course, we can follow up on that, and give you a one-on-one session to give you more information that perhaps you guys might need. All right, and of course, also invite you guys to any concerns, any questions that you have around the solution or maybe the portfolio. Perhaps you can reply to our notification that we're going to send you after this webinar, and we can schedule some time for a session. All right. So really appreciate the time for everyone on this morning. Uh, that should be it for now. Thank you, guys. Hello, Harley. Anything you would like to add?
No, no, no. Well, that's all for me. And yeah, uh, it is very important for us that you can try the solution. I am expecting lots of comments about that, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Harley. That that should be it as well.
Okay, thank you very
Have a
much.
nice day, guys, and take care.